I couldn't keep up with him today. It got slower. I'm not feeling good. I'm a bit frustrated, and now the head's going. So welcome back to another long run video. One last push, here we go. This is the one that counts, shall we say. And I'm not in the Forest of Dean, I'm out somewhere else. I'll explain everything shortly. We have a big workout on the cars today. So what we have, 2 miles moderate warm-up. We're out on roughly a 2 mile loop, so that's going to be just over a loop, or just under a loop I should say, and then we kick in to 8 miles at marathon pace. We drop back from our moderate, we go 4 miles slightly faster, we drop back for another moderate, we go 3 miles slightly faster again, we drop back for another moderate, and then we finish with 2 miles of whatever we've got left in the tank, with 2 miles moderate to finish, which is 24 miles in total. It's gonna be a challenge, but I have company today, so it's going to help. Let me explain fueling to you. So I've got, if I can just reach them here, we're gonna be doing what we have been doing in the past, which is a 160 and a 100 every hour. So that will get me in just over 60 grams of carbs per hour. Plus I have 2 ketone IQ shots in here, so I'll be taking that along the way as well, plus water. We're on a loop, or in a lay-by here, so I'm going to be able to pop a water bottle on top of the car and utilise that as well, so I'll be able to take on water regularly as well. This is going to be a really good test run for London, so fingers crossed it will go well. And as for location, well, we're out here in Boddington, which is the home of where the CLC Striders run the Boddington 10 mile race. This is, as I said, a flat 2 mile-ish loop. I'm very, very excited. I'm going to be running with a couple of lads today, a couple of clients that I coach, and these are the guys that I said last week on the long run video. It was really windy. I said, oh, they're racing today. I hope they have a good one. And they both smashed it. Well, it's these guys. So I've got Rob and Graham for company today. We're all doing slightly different things, so we'll be with each other for certain parts of the run, but not all of it, because we're all at relatively different stages in the plan. Although Rob is training for London and Graham is Newport, Rob has had a much more successful training block than me, and he's done a similar workout to this, but a couple of weeks ago. Not quite the volume, but a same sort of cut down. So it's my turn today. So yes, we're going to be getting on with this shortly. I'm going to start getting myself ready, load up the shorts with the gels and the ketone IQ and all that stuff, and we'll get out on the loop.
Make a life for myself. Make a life for myself. Make a life for myself.
All right, here we go then. We've just done the first loop. Rob, Graham, Rob is showing me the way here. So the loop is about 2.2 miles back on the main road. I'm about to kick into first marathon in about 0.3 of a mile. So this is a really, really good loop. Usually go to Beachley for this sort of stuff. Don't think I need to in the future. This is pretty darn stunning.
Make a life for myself. Make a life for
there we go, first 8 done. And there goes Rob off into the distance. I couldn't keep up with him today. He's in fine form. So 6:08 average for those 8 miles. It got slower. I'm not feeling good. I'm a bit frustrated, and now the head's going. You know what it's like when you don't have a good run, or you feel a bit hard done by is the wrong word, but you feel like you've prepared as best as possible and the body's just not cooperating. I am still trying to tell myself. I did 15 by K on Wednesday and I did 15 miles yesterday, which kind of shows the fatigue really, because the heart rate is okay. It's sitting around low to mid 160s, so I'm not pushing it hard, but my legs won't turn. So rather than cutting each of these ones down, I'm just going to try and maintain. I think that's the best I can hope for. Okay, so that's the 4 done. Paces are well off. I've had to reframe it that basically just pick up the pace for the efforts. I started off at 6:18 for the first mile, I think, in that one, and then brought the average down to 6:10. So I managed to work into it and push a little bit, but problem is this backside of the loop here is actually quite windy, and it's only on the nice long stretch down there where it's nice and runnable. Been here for a good mile and a bit, you're just running into headwind, and it's pretty challenging. But yeah, next up is a 3 miler. Oh, it doesn't get any easier. This is an eye-opener, a massive eye-opener. So dropping pace in that last 3. There he goes, look at him, like a stallion. Yeah, I'm just getting it done. Not too much more to say really. It is, the wind has broken me. It started off quite calm, but it's really picked up on this back bit, and every single loop is just breaking me down. So yeah, mile float, 2 miles left and 2 mile cool down. My life, just over halfway through this last 2 mile rep. I'm running 6:40s, but don't stop me now. I'm nearly there, and although the efforts on all of these have gone backwards, I'm just running. It's going to hurt at London. There's no point in being a wimp now. I feel good, legs feel good, heart rate's really low, so just fatigue, just fatigue. Let's get this one done. There we go, 6:45, I think that came up as an average. So moderate pace for the last 2 miles, but do you know what? This is what I needed. I needed the sun to come out, I needed it to be warm, I needed a London simulator, and this has done the job. It's given me a good eye-opener as to fitness. I'm absolutely nowhere near what I was, but I'm also very grateful that I've got the amount of work that I've got done, if I'm completely honest. At 8 miles into this, with 2 miles left to go in the first marathon pace section, there was no way I was going to complete this long run, but I just reframed it slightly and yeah, just surged, put whatever I had in the tank, because that's what happened at London. So 2 miles cool down. So there we go, 24 miles in the bank, just at the right time, but definitely not the way that I planned it. So it's Monday now. You usually see me record these in the office. It's Easter Monday, so I'm just out here getting my 90-minute easy run done on the trails. Easter Monday, office shut, all of that jazz. Trying to reflect, because my initial gut reaction off the back of that run, being the type of idiot that I am, is kind of a little bit of disappointment that those splits went away from me so badly. But I keep having to remind myself, if you put yourself back in your shoes 7 weeks ago or 8 weeks, whenever it was, when you were sat in the apartment in Barcelona with a fever, to then going and running 24 miles, thinking back at that time, you might have to pull out of London because you knew how serious this was. I'm extremely grateful. I'm so grateful, and the best part of all of it was, even after that last 2 at moderate, and then I had to jog it in, I felt okay, and my legs were okay, and my heart rate was low. It's like 141, 142, and it just gave me so much confidence that I can do the distance. And that really is all I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. I'm grateful now that I feel that I can do the distance, but there is that side of me which is a blessing and a curse sometimes. The competitive side keeps me going, but it is not good in this situation, because I'm like, well, you should have paced it better. Well, why aren't you in the same shape you were in Newport? And you know, those voices creep in, and I keep having to kind of just try and push them to one side, and just, as I said, be grateful. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to say that we got 24 miles banked. That's far more than I could have imagined, and in all honesty, far better than I could have imagined a few weeks back. And it's a good indicator for London of where I'm at. And so the reality is that I will go out and do exactly what I did at Newport, start slow and work into it, because I started, obviously, the workout, did the 2 miles moderate, and then hit low 6s, and I blew. So that is absolutely what I cannot do at London. So yeah, lots to think about. 3 more weeks to go, less than now. So yeah, and massive well done to Rob and Graham. Graham wasn't doing his workout yesterday or on Saturday, he did it Sunday. So he came to, you know, see us, got his 80 minutes easy done, and he went out and bloody smashed his long run workout on the Sunday. So both him and Rob are doing so well, and it's I will just say, I've got so many athletes leading into Manchester and London, and their Strava graphs and their training has just been immense, and I've been living my training through theirs, and just so proud of all of them for putting the graft in. They're all in such good shape. So yeah, well done to those 2 boys and all the other lads and girls that I'm coaching. It's gonna be some great times over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll leave it there. Appreciate you guys following along for this one. Not long to go now. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a like, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. I'll see you on the next one.